excited today. I guess you could say. I don't know. It's been forever since I've done anything live, at least live in terms of YouTube specific stuff. I was trying to do something a couple weeks ago, and that fell through almost immediately. Oh, now we're good. Sorry, mic got bumped out. Anyway, yeah, I just wanna. Knowing me, if I don't have chat open, I will completely miss it. And all those things. Where'd my pen go? Pen. Okay. So I'm kind of just doodling a bit today. I haven't done any kind of concept in a long time. So I'm kind of just messing around with that. Sketch. I was like, open Photoshop up. It's like, oh, you got to update your drivers because you haven't used Photoshop in, forever. Start with some thick crap. Big, thick shapes. Something like that. All right. Question is what I want to do for color. I'm not really sure. Can always change though. That's the goal or the joy of doing things digitally is you can always just kind of do whatever. I'm doing a lean green, I think. Have this funny cave idea that I've been sitting on forever. A little less saturated there. Not really sure exactly where I'm going to go with it, but having some basic color concept going on should help. And yeah, that's about it. I mean, kind of like there being a waterfall or some mist or something back in here. But other than that, I'm not being real particular with it. A little bit of here, a little bit of there. Not insanely dark, but dark enough. Play with my light a little here. That's a start. Crater in there. Something like that. That looks all right. Too much. Yeah, that's all right. When I get just a little darker green, maybe even lean it towards the blue a little bit more. Definitely more blue. More blue. More blue and dark. Just to differentiate those layers a bit more. Yeah, 'cause I want to pull off of the sketch at least as much as I can when it comes to more of this other stuff here. Trying to figure out exactly where my land's going to be and all that mess. I'm not sure if I want this to be a cave or trees or what. Kind of starting to lean towards more foresty. Could be fun. Cut into there a bit more. A little more subtractive with it. A little bit of this and a little bit of that, you know. Figure out exactly where I want those things. So the nice thing about digital is you can kind of just keep working it. Nothing gets muddy. Yeah, I want to pull more of these blues in. I really like that. Darker. Bluer. Even make that, I don't know, just a little bit more foregroundy. That way, this way. Other one up top. Something like that. Yeah, I like that better. Much better. This can be a little more straight, a little more simple, I think. Spread that down and out. Maybe a nice bigger one there. Something in there. Something. Looks all right. Hope all of you are having a fantastic Sunday. It's kind of rainy and miserable outside today, so I'm stuck inside doing things. But that's quite all right, because I've got plenty to do inside. Yeah, that's all right. Okay. Start pushing our background a bit. Take not quite the white, but close and a little yellower. And a different brush for sure. Let's see. Not dry media, not this early. Let's see. There's my basic hard round in here. That's all I need. Hard round. Nice vertical calligraphy-esque brush. There it is. Why am I dark? Lighter ones actually needs to be slightly to the side since we are on a, that's better, angled horizon there. Need to remove one of these. Pressure size. Do a few that way, do a few the other way. And offset our color again. Little bit of this, little bit of that. And then closer to that green. Especially right in here. You. That's pretty good. I'll take myself back to the tinier hard round. Or other round, whatever. Throw some sticks in there. Boop, boop, boop. Indications of some shadows. Couple things in that regard. To double check that hit. It did not hit. Yep, I figured that might have been the case. Give me a second here. Share. Copy link. Make sure that hits into the Discord community. Whoops. Not that one. This one. Rather important. Boop, 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 boop. Twigs and sticks. Couple things here and there. Yeah, it looks all right. Do want to do one more thing to the base color down in here. I need, I think one of these is like a splattery brush. That's good. Yep. There we go. That's better. And grab this again, but turn it a bit. I want to get, probably just turn it on its side. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right. Start building this tree out a bit. Definitely needs to be a little bit browner. Not a ton browner, but a little browner. So take that off. This definitely has sort of that classic Misty Forest kind of vibe to it, but pulling a little bit more finesse out of it. And since I know how to paint bark now more than I did probably the last time I've even did a color concept like this, this makes so just makes everything a little easier. Just a little darker. Yeah, there we go. Especially right in here, it needs to be darker. Start pushing roots and things more. Middle and up towards the end. Start putting some more root indications in there. Coming together. Coming together. I wonder where everyone's hiding today. I mean, it is still the middle of the day on Sunday, you know. Can't really complain. I'm just happy to be working on something, honestly. It does make for a, I don't know, interesting night, day, whatever. Day, night, whatever it is right now. Okay, so keeping up with that. Needs to be a little bit more yellow. Something similar to the Titan buff that I use a bunch in my painting. This is going to be a fun shape to detail on my upper layers. That feels all right. Yep, I like that. So something similar there. And a little bit bluer for my darks up in here. We'll make that just a hair smaller. Here, here, here. And turn that back on to blend that out a little more. That way. That's all right. Yeah, that's not bad. I can work with that. Just realized I should throw a little shadow in the other layer over here. Not a ton, but a little. Okay. So we need something a little browner, similar to the layer that was the mid layer, the mid tray there, but not quite as dull. I gotta saturate up a little bit. Start pulling a little extra color into the mix. Down just a little smaller. In here a little bit. That's pretty good. All right. Can do a little bit of early rendering here, not a ton. Mostly just looking for light and shadow. Nope, not that. Light, shadow, and color, I should say. Yeah. I think I can afford to do a little bit more orange. Even the deeper red. Just pull a little of that in. Bring a little extra life into that. Essentially glazing, but with a lighter touch on digital. A little more in that. Yeah, that feels pretty good. Go back to that bluish green for just a couple more spots. Maybe even go slightly darker. I'll push the darkest and the lightest values towards the end. Throw some extra twigs in there. Okay. So one more mid layer. Play with these funny rocks. Which actually don't really need much. So zoom in for the first time in a while. First time in so far. Ah, fuck. There we go. Round that out a bit more. And just block it. Block it out. Afford to take that opacity down a little. Okay. Then pull some of the lighter colors in. Maybe just like 90%. Something like that. That looks okay. Need a nice extra deep blue. Actually, maybe even leaning more violet just for the sake of offsetting color. Find those shapes in there. And didn't like that. I think I'll throw the figures in with that color as well, and add just a touch of some highlights, but not many. Gonna be pretty good with what's there. It's actually the first time in a while I'm gonna put my sketch back on, just to figure out where these are. Okay. Yeah, that's not bad. I can definitely work with that. Pull some of that lighter green in there for that color. Just a little. Catching that light on top. Something like that. Damn, I actually really like that. Okay. Let me I go ahead and map that out to a fit. I'm going to take a little bit of a break here, and I'll be back. We'll do a taking a break. I shall return. Okay, gotta get up and stretch your legs once in a while. I will dump that layer. Okay, so I don't think I'm actually going to do a ton to the back, if anything. I'll need a little bit for grass other than that. Which I'll have to figure out where those are. Splatters, brushes 2. Is that one? No, it's the other one. Fan. Small fan. That's what I needed. Okay. There. And zoom in. Not that my resolution on this image is that high in the first place, but, you know. Keeping it off a little. Just a little extra. So say this needs to be back here too, though. Mid color, background, right there. Just enough to add a little extra. Stuff, essentially. Doesn't need to be much. Kind of some fuzz, a little extra mist or something like that. The idea of it getting a little more yellow, but not overly so. As it reaches more towards the other parts of the piece in the foreground. Just go to pure white and do the same thing, but right in there. Mystify it, so to speak. Yep. And then just a little bit darker in here for shadows, which I kind of need to put back in now. Not a ton, just a little. Angle. There we go. I don't think it needs much else. Yeah, everything else is mid-ground pretty well. Maybe a little bit. Just a little bit in this back section over here. Keep it not super light, but lighter than the other one. It's going to be behind that layer anyway, so it's not going to show up a ton. But should be there at least a little bit. To match out with everything else. Yeah, that looks nice. I'm happy there. A little extra background mist and stuff. Okay. Not bad. This is upper color. Upper color mid. For more of this stuff. So we're going to lean. Still going to lean more yellow. Work in. Essentially work some grass in here. Not that. It's not bad. Little darker. Little bluer. Back to the yellow. Lighten it up. And go back to sort of that pale white for the upper highlight. As long as I can keep the slightly less saturation in this color, when I go to do the acrylic piece, this could end up being pretty cool if I can manage to pull that off. All right, I'm actually going to go ahead and do upper color. Separate the grass from the foreground, and with the tree, I want to do those separate. Because I'm not adding a ton. I'm just kind of finessing a little bit on the front of this. A little bit in the back. Do that same thing with the deeper blue, but make it slightly more saturated. Okay, and then back one more time to a brighter, paler yellow. Just to give it a little extra brighter finesse. But just kind of just in the front. Yep, that feels good. Alright. Regular hard round. That should give me all I need for the tree. Mid color, mid, upper color, mid, right there. Upper grass. Mid, I'm going to do the same thing, separate that out. Okay. Now we're zooming in. Okay, I want to take sort of the darkest color I have in here and just make it ever so slightly darker. And then we're just going to zoom in and have some fun. Where'd my brush thing go? Probably turn off. Oh, not that. Can I? Nope. They flow. All right. Thinner, smaller. Yeah, my resolution on this canvas probably could have been a little bit more. Mm-mm-mm. Doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. I'm probably going to just use this as a color concept anyway. I'm already doing a lot more detail than I probably would for a little digital piece like this, but keep my line work a little looser here. Keep kind of working with that a little bit more though. take that idea and this color, make it a little bit brighter and a little bit yellower. Too much. Gonna just offset the darks a little here, a bit. I'm going to go back and forth a little bit here with my dark. That's all right. Need one more brighter highlight layer. And that should be all right. Yep, looking good, looking good. Nothing too crazy. All right. Yep, that feels good. Completely unintentional making that little part of that log hollow, but I really like that. So I might do that again over here. So it kind of works. I've never put a little element in there like that. I don't know why I don't know why I've never thought of that, but it just happened to work and happened to do its job. So okay, looks all right. I'm gonna go just pure white here. For hello, stop it. Just a little bit right in here. Yeah, I don't like that. there. Just that bit. Don't want it to look blurry. I really don't like these here. Actually, I bet I can do this differently. I bet I can just take them out. Hello. Oh, I gotta do... How much was there? Decent amount. If I double that up, that might work. More than one layer. You don't like the fact that it's more than one layer? Not enough source pixels. What are you talking about? Bullshit. Might just kind of have to do it later. That's not bad. Nope, actually that's way worse. Alright, fuck it. To just repaint it, I guess. For tree color mid. What the fuck? What layer? Wait a minute. What layer am I on? Color grass? What? Oh, why the fuck are we selected? Hey, I didn't tell you you could do that. For color tree mid. You. Yeah, that kind of looks like crap. I'm just gonna fade that back out and redarken it. There we go. Disappeared. Okay. I want to do this to it as well. This is standing out more than it needs to. That's better. Yep. Much better. More line work in there. Same with this. Okay, that's better. I like that. Hey, chat. Yeah, a little bit of concept stuff. Just kicking around some ideas. Okay. So we need upper tree color. For foreground FRG tree color. All right. Ooh, hello. This way, that way, the other way. So similar, but same principle of saturating up and increasing contrast. All right. Probably end up throwing a little more rebranching onto this tree as well. I don't feel like I'm going to need a ton. I did a lot of work on that mid layer. So I'm actually pretty happy with this. I'm just kind of just doing a little bit of extra refining on the edges. And that should be almost all I need. Although this should definitely be a little darker. That root extended up way too far. Thought it was supposed to rain all weekend. Suddenly things are a little nicer out. I hear people out mowing. All right. Sorry I'm not more entertaining right now. I'm just really kind of focused on this. I'm suddenly insane hyper focus on this piece. Well, I guess it's also supposedly a good thing. You know, break me out of the artistic funk that I've been in lately. So that helps. Yeah, that actually feels really good. I don't think I need to do much else. At least to the darks, anyway. Put a little more in here. Pull that around. And then just the lower half of this. It should be pretty good. Throw a little extra finesse down here for the roots. For these. This is a really fun little concept that I honestly had no idea I was going to spend this much time on. Alright, let's see. A little more work in here. Keep pushing that so this root pops out more. Swirly whirlies, quick movements. To pull some individual blades of grass in here a little later. Alright, I really want to get a much more browner mid-tone in here. Browner, a little bit oranger. Feels good. Start working some of that in. To offset all of that dark. That brush just a hair smaller. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. Pulling that extra color in there really helped elevate that. That way. I think my laundry's done. I might have to go out and or go down and take care of that in a minute here. That was my break earlier. I'm like, I gotta throw a little wash in. Oh no, we're just on rinse cycle. Good. Tree can be in entrance for a mythical teleport. I mean, kinda. I have this little notch down here on the grass that I was saying earlier. I couldn't believe I've never really done that before for a tree piece with trees. And I'm like, why the hell have I never done that before? It's like the little hollow root thing. Of course, now I did it. Now that I've done it once, I'm probably gonna do it for the next like 4 pieces until I'm really sick of it. Knowing me, it'll be like, ooh, I gotta put this everywhere now. Pull a little of that brown in here. Not too much. Not trying to offset my shadows, but do need to unify everything. Alright, one more upper highlight. I'm going to go back to sort of this pale color in here. A little bit brighter, a little bit yellower. Alright. And work that in. Really push where those highlights are going to be. Which, being how far it is from the light source, it shouldn't be a ton, but enough to pull a little extra contrast in that. And a little cast lighting on the back of these shadows. So they're not totally crazy there. Damn, this is a fun painting. I'm like, I can't get over how enjoyable this is today. Clearly, I need to get back to sketching in Photoshop more often, since I really do enjoy it. I just forget how much I enjoy it until I'm doing it. Too much there. Let dark back in. There we go. That looks a little bit more rotted, doesn't it? Up and in that way. Up and in this way. Just make that a little bit bigger of a brush for that section. And smaller again. That feels pretty good. Let's zoom back out again. Where am I at? Whoop. Yeah, it's not bad. I'm gonna pull some bluers, bluish shadows. Maybe even I was messing with violets before. Maybe just ease that slightly into the violets for some paler shadows. Just right in here. Oh, yeah. Oh, hello. Damn rulers. Why are the rulers even on? Like, fucking every time Photoshop updates, it turns the damn rulers on. I'm like, I hate the rulers. They have no use for the rulers whatsoever. That's a little too much, actually. pull the opacity down a little. Or a lot, rather. Do that. I gotta pull it up on some of the grass, too. That's the other issue. I really don't like that. Too much, too fast. All right, just a little bit right here. Little bit. Just warmer. Right in here. There. Oh, I forgot the tree on the right. Shit. Oh, I knew that was going to be a thing I forgot about. All right, that's fine. Well, now I got to get these colors. Now I got to get these other colors back. Luckily, it's real small. Shouldn't have a ton to mess with over there, but still a little bit of an issue. All right, over here. That is not. Shut up. That is not what that button's supposed to be programmed as either. More updates that because I haven't touched the. Hello, what the fuck? Oh, opacity, right. Like, why isn't it showing up? Because I turned the opacity down. Would make a difference, wouldn't it? Yeah, this shouldn't really need much. Just a little extra line work in this corner. And then that upper highlight. And a little something in the mid ground, I'm sure, but overall not much. It's kind of just there to be there in the corner. I could probably get rid of it and no one would notice. Get me that dark color in here. There we go. Mid ground for grass. That's what I needed. The trees and the grass were on the wrong layer on that. That's why that looked weird. Okay. Good. So pretty much just down to the rock here. Might be due for another quick break. Because I'm pretty sure my laundry is actually done now. Give me 1 second here. Let's see. It's like really different from the initial sketch because the initial sketch was a cave and I turned it into a forest. But I like it. It's neat. Yep. Okay. Real quick. Taking a break. I will return momentarily. I'll be back. Fizz went everywhere. Ugh, all right. Back into it. Upper rocks. Exactly what brush I want for this, though, I'm not 100% sure. I can probably just do it with the flattened hard round, but... zoom. Kind of just need to define that shape a little. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. I do know what brush I want for this. Which should be in here somewhere. Legacy brushes. Where is Poblano's quick build? Like the only square brush I end up using. All right. Not that. Actually, angle it. That looks good. I want kind of the lighter side of this, but definitely grayer. Not quite neutral gray, like cool gray, you know? But also needs to, I actually want to get those darks first. Darks, and the darks can be more blue for sure. Actually, no, where was that weird purple color I had? That would actually be even better. Okay. Alright, messing with that a little. Doesn't need a ton, but... make that smaller. Pull that back upright. Just mess with that a little. Nothing crazy. I mean, it's already pretty damn dark, so it's like this isn't gonna do a ton to it. Just gonna offset the color a little. Yeah, and then now we kick that up. This way I'm still getting some of that underlying green, but most of it's coming up into this new gray. Yeah, it's really bugging me that I made the resolution so damn low, because now everything looks a little blurry. That here. Probably take it down a notch before I hit the top of that rock, because I do want that to be a little darker. The whole thing should be casting at least some shadow of itself a bit. But like this one up here would be catching the light a lot more. Yeah, let me look at a decent mid-tone that's closer to that color that's in there, but still kind of light. Utilize some of that in. Oh yeah, that's way better. Just kick that back a little bit. The closer we are to the viewer here. And we'll need at least a little bit of highlights on the dark side, but not a ton. Just enough for the indications of where everything else is sitting. And then I'll come back in with the real bright white and give everything a little extra frosting here at the end, but yeah, I do rather like that. Ooh, whoa. I don't know what that was. Oh, that pulled. Oh, shit, that pulled a different color out. Too much, too much. There we go. A little more. I might grab that rock brush I was using at the very, very beginning for some of this. I actually really like the texture that thing had. I think that was an Oatly brush. Mass carbon, feathers, airbrush, textures, charcoal, snowy pencil. Where are those? Where are the other Oatly brushes? Can I make this window any bigger? Probably not. Oh, but I can... Hold on. Nope, not that. Where the hell is it? Oatly grid, Oatly voicemail set. I bet that's where that was. Yep, there we go. Whoa, that's fucking huge. There we go. Oh yeah, that's a much better texture for that. Gives it just enough extra finesse. I mean, most of the time I'm just using a hard round anyway, but... I'm gonna get that dark again. Just blend that out a little bit more. Let's see what this does without the other stuff. Oh yeah, that's nice. I'm really just not happy with this entire section right here. I might just do that. Shit. Ah, this rock looks like crap. I really think it is just the fact that it's because of where it sits with the other light source. I might just have to keep it more in silhouette, like up in here. Like, and then maybe taper it off. So like here. Just block that out again and start over. Like, this looks alright. This other little section down in here. Yeah, the purple was probably a bad choice too. Just block the whole damn thing out. Treat it like I would in a acrylic painting and go from there. Yeah, so that's all in there and that's all in here. And that's fine, but all right. Like this one's all right, short of, well, actually maybe because of the way this sits. This would be in the shadow like this. So this is shadowed because of that. which makes more sense. Uh-huh. But what do I do with you? I just give it a slight bit up top. Not a ton, just a little. I do want to have some spot in there where the figures are going to have their shadows, but yeah, that's kind of off to there. This can be a little bit colored, but still pretty dark on that side. Let's treat it like that. That's better. It's not great, but it's better. Just a hair more up in here. That works. I think that that's a little more reasonable. Just a little bit in that. Yeah. That is much better. My full-time or just for fun? In what capacity? Do you mean art in general or YouTube stuff? I mean, either way, it's not full-time, but it is still partially a job. You must be new around here. Yep, much better. All right. Yeah, I want to go back to that. Go to that angled hard round that I use all the time. Also known as the calligraphy brush. I pull into that bright, almost background color for my upper edges. All right. Just a little up here. Not as much. Slight bit of cast lighting over here. Slight bit of cast lighting over here. That's not slight. Jeez. And then just a hair of that highlight on this end. And that should be all right. I'll just pull a little extra lines. That bluer color in here. Ooh, hello. What's this other dark? Pull some of that. Try to hide that ugly purple that was in there. When in doubt, simplify it out. I've never said that out loud. That's cheesy as hell. It's true, though. I mean, no, we're not doing too much today in regards to that stuff, but you know, a little extra finesse. Yeah, I feel much better about that now. Yeah, I can take. First, I'm actually gonna grab just some pure black just to define out that lower shape. and add in or re-add in my figures. So, and that'll be pretty much good. Basically just going to trace over them here. Big and Sig. Oh, you were watching the ADHD video. Cool. Yeah, hello. I don't do digital stuff a ton. I'm mostly an acrylic painter, although I kind of dabble in just about every medium. I'm a professional part-time artist because I don't have quite enough. I don't have any figure brushes, do I? I don't know. I don't think I ever made any. Natural Legacy Stars. Custom splatters brush 2. Nope. Okay. Didn't think so. Worth a shot. All right. Zooming. Thank you. 7. Definitely not enough. Definitely not enough resolution for this one. But that's all right. Ideally, and since I like this piece as much as I do today, I will use this as a base concept for an acrylic painting down the road. It doesn't necessarily have to be soon. In fact, it probably won't be, since I've got an in-progress painting on my table already. Not that I also just finished one that was or wasn't in place of the one that I'm currently working on, because I'm always jumping between projects. This particular live stream is a perfect example of that. But keeping myself, I don't want to say entertained, but focused and motivated. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. Motivated on projects is an ongoing and never-ending thing. So, but usually, if I'm making a color concept for something, I'm kind of good with the rest of everything. And like, if I get to this point and I don't take this to canvas, it's like, geez, it must really suck. But there's definitely some stuff in this that for sure I'd like to maybe take to canvas, provided I have a canvas that's the right aspect ratio for me to do this. But yeah, that's not bad. I'm actually going to make that a little bit more transparent. And then, yeah, we are a little dark with that rock. If I can just lighten that a hair. To adjust the layer with some crap. Adjust layer. Where's all of those things? I'm so used to Photoshop Elements for just quick fixes. Oh, there we go. Saturation, brightness, contrast. That's what I want. Oh, nope, that's not what I wanted. Layer. Oh, that's adjustment. No, I want to adjust the layer. Oh, wait a minute. That's in. Is it in filters? I can't fucking remember. Oh, image. Fuck, there it is. Jeez. I'm losing my mind. Exposure levels, curves. Brightness, contrast. All right, so take that up a little. Oh, yeah. Perfect. And ease the contrast back. There we go. That's a little nicer. I don't know if I can... That's what I'm going to make it greener, but just to match it in a little bit, because it looks like it stands out just a hair too much. There, saturate that up. That's better. Yep. The trick is, for me, would be to actually maintain this level of desaturation, because I go nuts with saturated colors for the real deal stuff. I'm going to see if I can sharpen out. I probably can't, just because the resolution's so damn low. Not hand. I want the sharpener. Whoa, that's pretty fucking big, isn't it? Just give the rock a little touch. Actually, that's pretty cool, because it's doing it artificially. It's actually giving it a really cool texture. Let me zoom in a little bit here and see that closer. Yeah, the bit of graininess that pulled out of it actually made it work better. All right. So that fucking sig. Always nice to throw a little extra texture in. That's something I definitely struggle with in all kind of digital things. Upper foreground grass. I'll give that a little extra texture. And the upper foreground tree as well. Oh yeah. Nice. You know, just some tap on with the filters and fix the overarching mistakes. Yeah, that works. Okay. Technically, I have enough time to do another piece, or at least start another piece. But I'm actually just going to go ahead and grab a little signature color. Actually, I want to get it yellower. And drop our signature in. And hopefully, this will be in the mix for a painting soon. It is 5/5/24. All right. Well, hell, that's pretty good. A pretty fun piece all around, I'd say. Definitely. Oh, hello. Come on. Rotate, damn you. Might have to go back to the... Hey, brushes. Rotate. Oh, hello. There we go. Ding. Color concept. Yeah, totally doable. I mean, in theory, I should probably make this tree not span out like that as much. I'm not sure how much I can do in that sense. Without completely breaking the piece. Oh, right. That's not there, is it? I gotta move, like... Pretty much can't anyway, because I gotta move like 5 layers worth of stuff. But, you know, that's just stuff I can... I mean, I could grab the smudger and... Well, then again, same problem. I'd have to... Wait a minute, maybe not. Layers, mid, foreground, mid rocks, upper rocks, foreground, upper foreground tree, upper mid tree, mid upper color, mid color of rocks, mid color mid. No, not that. Upper tree color mid. There it is. Yeah, just like push that way, you know. Which is basically what it needs. But that would involve a little too much in that sense. Plus, it would make that blurry again. I don't really want to have to worry about that. But that's really, at least for the eventual piece, that's, you know, goals. So yeah, I guess I should save this. Might be a good idea. What was even the name of this painting? Idea. So it was the cave of the water source, but that doesn't even make sense for this anymore. So forest. forest of the source concept. And saved the computer. Like, why would I not do that? Like, oh, save it to the cloud. Like, no. Save it here. I don't need freaking Adobe taking my images and training AI shit with it. All right. Geez, I don't even have a digital folder. Probably haven't had a digital folder in like 2 years. All right. Save. And I will save a PNG so I can throw that onto Instagram. Of course, because Photoshop's fucking weird, you have to export it. Why that's just not under save, I don't understand. Old Photoshop, it was just save. All right, digital. I'll probably have to crop it into a couple like 6:9 vertical ratios or something, so Instagram likes it. So if I can do it as like 2 or 3 squares, that could work. Okay, let me make sure I'm saving, and I'm gonna resave it. Concept 4IG. And we're gonna merge all the layers, or at least all the visible layers anyway. And export. JPEG. And export. And we will take this one basically in half. We'll take it to, hold on, how wide are we? We're 800 wide, so if we just do it as 400 and 400, that should work. As JPEG thing, export, G left, and the same deal, pull it in 400, there, and export. Left becomes right. Try to be able to post stuff that actually works that way. And then Instagram. Oh, look, I got a whole shitload of notifications. Cool. Great. And yeah, last time I uploaded Photoshop, last time I uploaded Instagram from my desktop was last year, so can see how often not so much how often I post, but how often I'm posting something of higher quality. All right, digitals, we want left, right, center, all out, original, boop, boop. See, this, on the other hand, yeah, see, this is what I figured I was gonna run into as a problem, because it's not gonna give me the entire thing. Yeah, that's the problem. Can I zoom? Is it zoomed out as it wants to be? I really wish that I gotta get a template or something. This is stupid. We got a basic Instagram template would be great. At least something. Not helping. Whatsoever. Screw it. I'll figure it out later. I'm not in any mood to mess with that. All right. Well, I've been streaming for almost 2 hours. Wait, I've been streaming for almost 2 hours? Holy shit. Time flies when you're painting. So, I think I might just call it here. I don't really have much else to say. I really don't. Yeah. Other than that, like, thanks guys for hanging out with me. I was kind of expecting this to be a little bit more popular this afternoon, because I figured everyone would be kind of trapped inside with well, not everybody. I mean, it's global. I figured more people would be trapped inside with the shitty weekend, but perhaps not. I mean, it is warmer and leaning towards summer, so that's that. Well, yeah, that's about all I have to... Oh, wait a second. I can do one other thing. You guys can see the new painting I finished. I can, as long as I've got Photoshop open, I'm going to go ahead and get that edited up and together for stuff. Hold on. I don't know why I didn't think of this, but yeah, since I finished that other piece yesterday, I can get the file cut together and actually give you guys a little bit more of a little insight into how to edit images for things. So, as long as my photo actually was clear, which it looks like it pretty much is. No, don't try it now. Fuck you. So, camera raw filter. For all of the adjustments, most notably, is the lens distortion. And then I keep forgetting they move geometry. It's actually not bad. Scale it up so we're... Oh, no, not quite. Scale offset. There. Scale it up. Like anything I can do to... Yeah, do a little bit vertical. Anything I can do to make it easier to crop later. Rotate. Scale. 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 There we go. We are a little weird. Exposure, highlights. I gotta get that evened out a little bit more. Exposure's alright. Contrast is almost too far. Yeah, lighten that a little. Do I know what it does every time? No, I'm kind of just fiddling with the slider bars and seeing where things are going to sit. It's really not that far off. I have to sharpen a little bit, but mostly just like right in there. It's pretty damn solid. Especially for an inside photo. I normally try to get stuff in sunlight because it matches the color better. But, yeah, it's not bad. Okay, so those adjustments are made. We can crop that down. There's always a little bit of a loss on the edges. That's pretty close. Sharpen. I just want to give it a little bit A little bit in there. Other than that, it's pretty much perfect. A little bit on the signature. That edge that kind of gets a little wonky. But yeah, not bad. And from that, I can save the PNG and get it sent out for prints eventually. And usually, more often than not, I don't say the same day, but within a few days, the piece will get posted over to the Discord community with its full title description, miniature story that I put it for all my work. And then when the month cycle rolls around to the second Sunday, it'll go into to my monthly newsletter. Discord link is, by the way, in the description box below, as well as the newsletter sign up is on my website, which is all pretty standard crap. Yeah, okay. That goes into the high res folder, HR. Yeah, I didn't need to edit this as much. There's a lot of them that are kind of like really sideways and lopsided with the camera distortion and everything, but this one didn't. This one didn't really need much, which I suppose is a good thing. And then once I get one of those, actually, I don't want to do that one yet. I want to downscale it, which actually I can downscale it here. Good. We're gonna go half scale it. Actually, I'll do it this way. I prefer to scale it back on the other way. %50. Downscale, and mostly so the image itself is smaller. Now this save as wants to work. What the hell? Where are we at? 2024 work, paintings. And that slightly downscaled version will then get used for online posting. This is actually something I only just started doing this year, is downscaling things. So I'm not putting the super high quality version online, but it's not a huge issue. In theory, I should watermark stuff, but honestly, it's such a hassle, and I don't really care. If somebody wants to steal my work that bad, fucking let them. All right. I can eject that guy. Eject. And I guess that's going to be it. I'm going to go ahead and, I think, call it here. Yeah. Suddenly I'm like, oh, crap. Is there anything on my desktop I don't want people to see? No, not really. So, yeah, thanks, guys, for hanging out with me this afternoon. This is a blast. Most of the making of that painting you just saw, not the digital one, the other one, was in this week's vlog that went up yesterday. See if you guys want to check that out for how that was made, or at least how part of it was. Other than that, that's going to be it for me today. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, go ahead and hit the like button. Get subscribed if you're not already. What else do I say in this stuff? I already plugged the links and everything in Discord community and things. So yeah, this has been Featherblock Studios reminding you to keep on creating.